through this. We'll do the best we can. Here we go.
Welcome to Batavia Muckdogs in town. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Niagara Falls, New York. I'm Tom Brooklyn.
And welcome to Sale Maglie Stadium. We're here on the broadcast. Batavia Muckdogs on the road once more against the Niagara Falls Americans. They haven't been on the road quite often, but here we are. They're looking to play ball in just a few moments. Again, my name is Grayson Natale. Alongside me, Jarrett Campbell. Jarrett will do whatever we always do. How's it going?
Pretty good. One thing I will say right now is just continue the streak right now. Right now they're on a 4-game winning streak. They're going to continue this here in Niagara, where Niagara is 3-6 right now, looking to get back into the win column right now. So Batavia Muckdogs just got to take care of business and try to get this job done and get ready for their game tomorrow. Day at a time, basically, is the word that I like to use.
We'll see if they're able to get things going here. Again, your Batavia Muckdogs have won 4 straight. Dating back, that streak started against the Niagara Falls Americans, where they won 5-4 June 5th. So 10 days ago, they were able to start their winning streak and haven't looked back since, defeating the Olean Oilers, Jamestown Tarp Skunks, and Newark Pilots in that order. But for a quick moment, while we were trying to survey some technical difficulties, we apologize for the slight mishaps, trying to get these road games underway and just produce what we can with the technology we have on hand. But for now, we're going to try to improve that. But right now, we're going to have to be stuck with what we got. Since we're on a late jump start, we'll go through the lineups as quickly as possible. Here we go with the lineup. Starting things off for your Batavia Muckdogs, that's going to be Jalen David, followed by Jackson Inman and Evan Brock. For the Americans, Justin Gladfelter, David Harris, Matthew Ganchow. And then the next 4 for the Batavia Muckdogs, that's going to be Glenn Brooks, Joey Socorro, Jalen Broke, and Miles Mnell. On the opposite side, Dominic Zangardi, Derek Jesmondi, Cooper Rowell, and Anthony Savino. And rounding things out for both teams, the Muckdogs, James Quintero, Kyle Vaughn, and Luke Rubinski. And for the Americans, Colin Price, Tom Marcotte, and Christopher Snuzz. And on the mound, Jack Page. On the opposite side, Jackson Moritz. That's your starting lineup between the Americans and Muckdogs here, all the way in Niagara Falls, New York. And we'll do a quick look for the defense for the Americans as well. Again, on the mound, as just stated, Jackson Moritz. At catcher, Christopher Snuzz. First base, Thomas Marcotte. Second base is going to be Justin Gladfelter. Third, Cooper Rowell. And at shortstop, Anthony Savino. And for the outfield, left field is going to be Matthew Ganchow. Center field, Derek Jesmondi. And right field, Colin Price.
Grayson, we just got inside information. Jackson Moritz, this is his debut game. This is his first game on the mound. He literally just signed his contract this morning.
He did. Jackson Moritz did sign today. This is his first game appearance for the Americans. And we're underway here. Niagara, New York. Batavia Muckdogs on the road. Niagara Falls Americans, let's play ball.
On the mound, he had 8 appearances, 0-2, 5 in the third inning, 9 earned runs for ECC.
Moritz decides to pitch it. And that one gone foul down the third baseline. Again, a reminder to the folks at home, we do apologize with the reception. We're trying new things out here on the broadcast to produce what we thought could have been better. Obviously, it's not portraying on how we want it. This is almost our test run with the new technology. We do apologize for that, and we'll try to get this fixed in the near future as quickly as possible. But for now, maybe how today's game will have to go. Moritz pitch will be a leadoff walk, and that's going to put Jalen David out there on first. Jackson Inman, position at third base, donning the number 2. He's up to bat, and for Batavia, he's been a blossoming star. so far batting a .600. Only 5 plate appearances so far, but 5 plate appearances, and that's going to be 3 hits, 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs off 3 total bases. And there he goes, slapping that one out to right field, and it's going to fall down. He's going to go towards 3. Maybe, no, he stand up. Jalen David, though, on the wave home, and there's the position. Inman able to go to 3 off the throw to home. And quickly, just like that, 2 at-bats, puts a run on the board. Batavia Muckdogs up 1-0.
And Grayson, Jalen David is known for having his speed. Just so you know, he has 11 stolen bases right now. So he's a base runner that really can go around the bases. And right there, once again, went all the way from first to home. He does that so much this season.
Evan Brock now up to bat. First one inside, count moves 1-0. But again, yeah, we saw the speed, like you said, 11 stolen bases. Jackrabbit for the team out there on the bags. He was able to sprint towards 3, got the signal to go home, and on the throw, and then able to go from second to third. But now Evan Brock. If we look at his stats, as Moritz registers a strike. The count moves 2-1, but and Brock, 7 games started, 7 games played, 23 plate appearances, 7 runs, tied for the most hits on the team with 11. Too high for the 4th pitch, count moves 3-1. Has 2 doubles and a triple to his name, 11 RBIs. So he's definitely someone out there on this team that's able to bring in more runners than himself. Sends that one over to center field, and that's going to be a catch. And the tag to the plate is not going to be there. Cut off by Moritz, so that's going to add another run. The score now quickly, 2-0 for the Muckdogs' favor.
Grayson, that is fundamental baseball right there. As one out already with no outs, you're just trying to hit the ball out into the outfield just so you can score that runner. And that's just a perfect play on Brock. Obviously, you want a base hit in that situation, but sometimes scoring the runner is a little bit better than getting a play done.
Well, with the RBIs, that's just going to add one more. The sac fly is going to play into his favor. As Moritz steals strike 1 against Glenn Brooks. Position at center field today. He has 11 runs. He's also tied with Evan Brock in hitting at 11. 26 play appearances, batting a .423. Not going to catch the box quite there, so the count moves to 1-1. But again, Glenn Brooks, he's the other jackrabbit on this team. 10 stolen bases. So just 1 behind Jalen David. And he's notable for being placed out there as the pinch runner. That one going foul out into the stands down the first baseline. Glenn Brooks, another thing that goes under the radar is his slugging. .731. So it's scary when he's up to the plate, excuse me. 1-2 count, pitch number 4 incoming. Sent back to over the mound over second base, and that's going to be a single for Glenn Brooks. So add that to his number of hits they're reining in. Joey Socorro, extra hitter for today. Batting a .313. 4 games started, 6 games played, 16 at-bats so far. 4 runs, 5 hits. Triple and a double, so he definitely knows how to send the ball beyond the infield in one way or another.
And Grayson, in terms of the base runner, though, Glenn Brooks, I would not be surprised if he goes for a stolen base here and really sets the tone on how the game goes. Especially, that's really Skip's way in terms of this offense.
First pitch, gonna find the inside part, and that's gonna be strike 1, 0-1. Again, 1-out situation following the sac fly from Evan Brock. Still in search of his first strikeout on his 5th batter. That one down towards the turf. I've got to change up my terminology here on the turf field, but down towards the turf. 1-1.
Yeah, this is the first baseball field we've been to where it's got a turf field. Might be a little bit different because as a
There's
ball.
the steal from Glenn Brooks to second.
Not in time.
Not in time. Off the mark, it's going to be on the
So stolen base for Glenn Brooks is 11.
little clarification there, but no. Throw there, just not in time. Not on the inside part of his hand. Not able to get the quick tag there. And Glenn Brooks adds another stolen base. He's now tied with Jalen David. We saw those numbers going flipped back and forth between the two. Jalen David took it back just a game ago. Then Glenn Brooks now tied. We'll see if he can take it back. The count moves 2-2.
I also guarantee you, Grayson, that there might be just some friendly banter between those two guys. We might constantly see these two flip-flop around on who the stolen bag leader is going to be.
That one gets by, and that's going to be a free bag for Glenn Brooks. He now advances to third. Off the wild pitch, gets by catcher Christopher Snuzz. Too low, can't get in front of it with his gear. Count moves full, payoff pitch loading. Big pitch incoming because you're either looking at putting runners on the corners, still one out situation, or more it's in favor of the latter. That's going to be his first K if he can find it here. We'll see if he does. Pitch number 6 incoming for Socorro's at bat, and that's too high. That's going to be a walk. Second walk so far. And now runners on the corners. It's Glenn Brooks over on third and Joey Socorro now at first. We'll see if they keep Socorro. It's a little talk between pitcher and catcher. If Socorro stays on the bags, traditionally comes out for a pinch runner, but looks like he will stay out there on the bags. Now coming up, 24, Jalen Roque.
Yeah, Grayson, you don't really see like a pinch runner really early in this kind of situation, but I would not be surprised if he maybe tries to fake the runner out a little bit to maybe try to get the runner at third to score.
Well, they got to be aware with Glenn Brooks' speed that if they do try to send Joey Socorro towards second, Glenn Brooks could easily take advantage of that and maybe possibly see the first stolen base, that being at home. If he could steal home, if Socorro is used as the bait, we'll see if that's the play. But for now, I still doubt it. Jalen Roque, though, 24 batting a 2.22. 6 games started, 6 games played. And that's going to be a hit by pitch for Roque, just like that. So first pitch he sees is one that comes a little too close to comfort. And Roque had 5 hit by pitches on the season, extend his lead. That's a metric that most of these players, it's a metric to them, but not somewhere where you proudly share, yeah, I've been hit by this many pitches. But that's going to be now 6 on the season for hit by pitches going against Jalen Roque. But now up, number 8, Miles Manel. First pitch, gonna be a strike, 0-1 count. Bases are loaded. To Manel, he's gonna send that one towards third. He's gonna get by, shortstop able to make the snag, but it's gonna save any further damage. 1 run comes in, that's gonna be Glenn Brooks, making it 3-0 already here in the top of the first. 1 out situation still. Trying to find something is the Niagara Falls Americans defense. That could have turned way more catastrophic than what it would have been initially.
Yeah, we probably could have saw like 2 runs scored right there, but the shortstop with the amazing recovery right there, only keeping it 1 run, but you still got bases loaded with 1 out. So Batavia can still attack in this situation.
Savino was able to make that play and ensure that that ball didn't leak out to left field, which could have brought in another runner, but score now 3-0 Muckdogs, taking advantage early. Now up, James Quintero, position at first base. He's got batting a 250 on the season. 12 at bats so far, 3 hits, 1 run scored. 1-1 count. Pitch number 3 to Quintero. He's got a favorable situation, that being bases loaded. 1 out. So plenty of options to swing the bat. He will, and that one goes foul. So that one, not one of the options he can take, but it'll be one where he redoes. 1-2. Really sit. Deals to Quintero and sent high towards left center. Who's got it? It's going to be center field, and here's the tag up towards home. And there it is, another run in. As mentioned before, a run is almost a guaranteed score, and there it is, the sac fly from Quintero. Brings up the second out, but brings in another run. It's already 4-0.
And Grayson, this is how you're setting the tone right here. They did the same thing with Jake Sliz yesterday, where they just cashed in on a lot of runs early so the pitcher can have less pressure. And right now, they are doing that again in this game in Niagara.
Kyle Vaughn, number 22, position at left field for today. Steps off before we see the first pitch from Moritz. But again, two runners on, first and second. Fresh count, 2 outs. Vaughn, home run on the season. Wouldn't that be incredible if we saw that again? First pitch, bottom right box for strike 1. 0-1. We'll see what Moritz has to offer again. Coming in today, first debut as an American. And gets the start as well. That one. Can't find it on the higher end. 1-1. Seem to bring some heat there. Can't get it down far enough. We'll see on the third pitch. And that's right at Vaughn. He chose just to stand there, take it on, and that's going to bases back to loaded. Following another hit by pitch.
Grayson, I wonder right now if they got ice right now in the away clubhouse. We're already seeing a lot of hit by pitches early, and they might need some ice baths later today.
That's already the second hit by pitch today. Second walk as well. So two walks, 2 hit by pitches. Luke Rubinski, we've already reached the bottom of the batting order. Rubinski batting a clean 2-2-2. 3 games started, 3 games played. 9 at bats. 2 hits, first pitch. Good towards the bottom end with the heater. Has a run scored as well. 3 RBIs and 2 total bases in addition to those numbers. 0-1 count, second pitch loading. He delivers, swing and miss, so count goes 0-2. So right now the Americans just trying to get out of things, and one more strike would do it. Bases loaded would be a preferable situation with that. These 3 guys are left on for the Americans, but for the Muckdogs, will they be brought in? Won't find it down the corner, and that's going to go 1-2. Rubinski trying to keep the hitting parade, or just run parade, should I say, going. That will be fouled off. Count remains 1-2. 3 hits so far. Jackson Inman started things off with the double, was able to advance the third off the throw to home. Glenn Brooks a single, Miles Manel with a single, but 4 players able to get on by the pitcher's doing. Taking a swing, and that's strike 3. That brings an end to a heavy packed top of the first inning, should I say. 4 runs scored for the Batavia Muckdogs. They jump out early. Now they head to defense. We'll see if the Americans can answer the call in just a moment. We'll be right back.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Welcome to the bottom of the first. Plenty of baseball still to be played. Interesting enough, the Muckdogs lead 4-0 after 3 hits so far to open things up. And a little assistance from the Americans pitcher, Jackson Moritz. 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches is going to allow them to leave many runners on. 3 left on base still, even after posting up 4-0 in the top of the first. But now we're back to the bottom of the first. Jack Page on the mound for the Muckdogs. He'll get the start. His first 2 pitches make the count go 1-1. Third pitch from Page in that one. Not going to find it with the curve. It's going to go down towards the turf, and count moves 2-1. Just a second, we'll show you the defensive lineup for the Muckdogs.
But Grayson, right now we can't talk about Jack Page right now. Right now he's pitched about 3 games right now. He's got a win. He's pitched 7 innings, only he's allowed 4 hits, and he is 12th in strikeouts. That is second on the team with strikeouts.
Jack Page dealing number 5, 2-2 count, and that's fouled off.
Stay in play, but foul ground. So David won't even attempt for it.
So right now, 2-2. Rinse and repeat.
Both of these teams haven't played
In the box, Justin Gladfelter for the Americans. Gladfelter batting a 3.33, 21 at-bats. It's good for second on the team, 7 hits. Ball number 3, we've reached full. Tied for third on the team in terms of hits, and tied for first in runs. So definitely one of the better well-known leadoff guys in the locker room. Payoff. Too high, and that's going to be ball number 4. So that will start things off for the Americans with a walk. Looks similar to the Muckdogs, but Page trying not to follow that blueprint. Now up David Harris, extra hitter, number 18 for the Americans. David Harris batting a 350. 20 at-bats so far on the season in 6 games played. 6 runs, 7 hits. So, again, another one of the top guys at the top of the lineup. 7 total bases, 2 RBIs as well. We'll see how he deals his first go at the plate. Page not able to catch the top left part of the box. Does not catch Harris swinging on the outside pitch. Count moves 1-0.
And Grayson, a lot of these batters only have like 1 stolen base, but Gladfelter, big man in terms of the stolen bases, has 10, and he hasn't been caught stealing once right now.
You're right, as if you have a stolen bag, that would place you tied for second on the team. Gladfelter, the only one with more than 2, and he has 10. Fouled off, moves count 1-1. Page, pickoff attempt towards first. It's no good. Page deals from the mound, and that's drop ball from Rubinski in the throw to second. That not really anything that would matter. Drop ball from Rubinski. Gladfelter adds another stolen bag to his name. He's now at 11. Rubinski able to block it down. Throw to second a little too high. Now runner standing on second. And again, that's Gladfelter after his 11th stolen bag. Count now 2-1. Page stare down towards second. Doesn't go. Fouled off. Count moves 2-2. Page stare down. Decides to go home. Fouled off once more. So no change on your score, Bug. Still 2-2. Long at bat for David Harris to the point where extra baseballs have to come in. Got to keep track of those all the time. Harris hugging the inside of the batter's box. Trying to reach the outskirts. Swing and a miss. And that early K for Jack Page has David Harris going down swinging. Brings up the first out at the bottom of the first. Now up Matthew Ganschow. Position at left field, donning number 15. Ganschow batting a 3.64, 11 at bats. Steal attempt here towards third. Rabinski not able to field in the pitch cleanly. That's going to be another stolen base for Gladfelter.
Yeah, and Grayson, going back to that punch out, before 2 days ago, he was the leading pitcher in strikeouts. Now, we're going to be talking about Jake Sliz a little bit because he just won pitcher of the week today, actually. They finally came out with that award. He won pitcher of the week because of his performance 2 days ago with 11 strikeouts. So congratulations to Jake Sliz, and now Jack Page has got to get ready to handle some business.
Page deals the home. Fastball going to catch the bottom half of that box. Count moves 2-1. Again, Gladfelter standing over there on third. Trying to apply pressure. Has not stolen home. So that would be a first. 2-2. Hugs the outside part. Little disagreement from the Americans. But favor of the Muckdogs. 2-2. Page looking to deal favorably strike 3. Instead, it will be a fouled off that heads towards stands, possibly the parking lot. Count sits 2-2. Gonna fly out here would get the Muckdogs, or excuse me, Americans on the board. Any sack fly would work. And wow, it's almost 2 pitches that you could kind of switch interchangeably on the call. That one, Kurt sat down right in the box, and
yeah, even the batter thought that was strike 3. But
yeah, way to stay alive in one way or another. Full count pitch, and that chopped foul a little late. But geez, I'm just still trying to get by what we just saw in that order of calls, but nonetheless, goes in the wash, rinse and repeat, following the foul ball. It's still full.
You know what? Why not throw that curveball again? You caught him freezing in that pitch, even though it was a ball. You could argue it's a strike. Why not throw it again?
Here's the pitch, and that one. Sound over to Manel, able to get it off the 3-hop. Throw to first. In time for the second out. So bring in the first score for the Americans. Off the ground out. 2 outs now, but the score 4-1. The Americans on the board. Dominic Zangardi, designated hitter, donning the number 3, batting a 409, 22 at bats, 9 hits. That's good for a second on the team. And 8 runs scored. That's tied for first. First pitch, he's going to take his ball 1. 1-0 count. 4 RBIs as well. Off 11 total bases. He's going to send that one over to third. Picked up. Throw to first. In time, Quintero able to stay on the bag, and that's going to bring up 3 outs. That's going to bring an end to the first inning here at Sal Maglie Stadium. Your score, 4-1, the Muckdogs hanging on to the lead. We'll have to come back to the start. Excuse me. The top of the second. When we do that, it'll be the top of the batting order. Jalen David will start things off when we come back in just a moment. And we're back just like that. Again, Jalen David. Kind of like deja vu to the top of the first, top of the second. Jalen David will also start things off. Able to get through all 10, and that's quickly hit by pitch for pitch number 1. So Jalen David able to get on base. 2 different manners, both equivalent to the same. A walk and a hit by pitch. So twice on, never has had to use the bat in that way. Now up, Jackson Inman had the double. Able to get towards 3 off the throw to home. Right now, it's all Muckdogs' favor so far, with the score being 4-1. Moritz waiting to put foot to rubber, finally does. Was staring down at Jalen David plenty of times, still staring him down. We'll see if he decides and when he decides. Jalen David goes to, and no throw. Not even a flinch. Jalen David adds that to his stealing numbers. Glenn Brooks and him have been going back and forth. Right now it was tied from the earlier steal from Glenn Brooks, and now add that one more to Jalen David. Jalen David taking a sizable lead towards 3. Popped over towards shallow left. Who's going to get it will be the left fielder. It will be, and that's going to be a fly out for Inman. That's going to bring up the first out right now. Evan Brock, second base. He's back in. He flew out in his first go. But again, now his teammate Jalen David trying to get something going. He's out on second in scoring position. And Brock, again, stated before, one of the notable hitters of this team. 4.78 batting average, 11 RBIs. He had another one with his fly out to make that 12. Excuse me, sac fly, should I say. And the first pitch, curves, won't find it, won't come back into the box, and it's 1-0. Stare down at David, won't do anything. No one's quite covering the bag just yet. David trying to hop skip a little further in, get the under the pitcher's skin. Will work for pitch number 2, too low towards the turf, 2-0 count. I mean, again, whenever you have anyone who's Speedy Gonzalez out there on the bags, it's going to work. You're going to be able to play into the pitcher's head. The pick off attempt towards second. David gets it back. Not there. David again taking his sizable lead. Standing at second once more. We've seen multiple occurrences where pitchers like to throw 2, even 3 pickoff attempts. David hopping around. He's going towards 3. That one sent over to left field right down the line. And just foul.
Could have saw a home run right there if he kept it fair.
If he had sat on it just a little longer, that is blasted over to left center or somewhere down the left field half. But no, count now 2-1. And Brock standing towards the back part of the batter's box. And doesn't have to swing here. That's another hit by pitch. That's number 2 for the inning and number 4 for the game for Moritz. So now 2 on. It's still 1 in scoring position. Again, that's Jalen David out on second. But now up Glenn Brooks. Another speedster for the team. If he gets on base, then you're dealing with double trouble if it's just a single and runners advance. But for now, right now, Glenn Brooks. 1-out situation he comes to, and the first pitch too low.
Maglie Stadium again, mascot mania night. We've got Red or Robin from Red Robin.
1-0 count. Jalen David again taking his sizable leads. Check is going to be fouled off. Right back at us. Count moves 1-1. Glenn Brooks had a single in his first go. Another single would put Muckdogs in a really good position. Either bases loaded or Jalen David again can't undermine him. His speed killer. Start on at second again. And that inside, I thought that almost made contact, but almost. Just so close to being the third hit by pitch of this inning. Glenn Brooks, though, stares the ball down, doesn't move an inch, and because of that, it's another ball instead. Fouled off. Count moves 2-2 now. A few baseballs retrieved towards the umpire. We've seen plenty of baseballs going either or direction. Behind us, towards right, towards left. These at bats, everyone's going down fighting so far in this game. 2-2 count. Pitch number 7, I believe. The delivery. That one ripped towards left field. How far will it go? Sayonara. Say goodbye. She's gone. A home run for Glenn Brooks. Forget about a single. He wants all 4 bases in one attempt. Just like that. Batavia adding on to a pulverizing lead. 7-1. Glenn Brooks hyping up the team. Right now it's all Muckdog.
Yeah, Grayson, he knew like the moment he swung it that was going out of the park. Had an absolute bat, flip, beauty, and everything. Just what a swing. And they have all the momentum right now in this part of the game.
Momentum almost could be an understatement. Joey Socorro, he's back up to bat following Glenn Brooks' home run. It's his second on the season. The game against Olean at Olean, he was able to record a home run in their 11-1 victory. Almost looked identical to that one over in left field. He found the exact same spot, able to do it again. Copy and paste for Glenn Brooks, but another slam for him. Able to find the box this time against Socorro. Now it's 2-1 pitch incoming. Socorro has the bases cleaned up for him. We'll see what he's able to manage. Fastball not good enough. Count moves 3-1. Too high on the delivery. Socorro had a walk in his first go. He's positioned an extra hitter. One of the many catchers in rotation. And that pitch going for ball number 4 on the walk. Socorro now will stand on first. So right now, these 5 batters, not at batters. 5 batters for the top of the second. It's been an ugly lineup in regards for Moritz. Hit by pitch, fly out, able to get something there, but another hit by pitch and a home run. And now a walk to round things out. Jalen broke. The first ball he saw was a ball that came right at him. 1 pitch, 1 hit by pitch. His first at bat. And the first pitch he sees is towards the opposite batter's box. Ball outside. And that's fouled off. 1-1 pitch incoming. Roke again, just such a tall guy, standing at 6'4". Definitely interesting batter's box. He's got to have that one. Sent over to third to play at second. In time to play at first. They say he's got him. Wow, impressive double play there for the Americans. We're in a jam, able to escape, but not without lots of damage. 3 more runs for the Muckdogs. Your score is 7-1. And right now, the Americans need more of an answer than 1 run they posted up in the bottom of the first, but we'll see what happens then. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckbucks, please.
Muckbucks?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckbucks here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my Muckbucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Welcome back to the bottom of the second. Not really welcome back, but just we'll get things started for the bottom of the second. Not able to show this in the first due to a time crunch, but we'll be able to show you now for the Batavia defense. If the graphic, there we go. Finally got going. Jack Page out there on the bump. Catcher Luke Rabinski. First base James Quintero, followed by Evan Brock, Miles Manell, and Jackson Inman for the infield. For the outfield, Kyle Vaughn, Glenn Brooks, and Jalen David. Now we'll see the first pitch here. Plenty of technical difficulties today so far in our broadcast. We do apologize for that. Some graphics load, some don't. But the second pitch to Gesmondi, sent over to center field, and Glenn Brooks able to make the snag. We have to take in a small walk to get underneath that one for the fly out. Gesmondi now up. Third base, number 6, Cooper Rowell. So now 1 out. Situation for Rowell. We'll see what he's able to do. His first pitch, he'll take by. Now right now, 0-1 pitch coming up.
And Grayson, Cooper Raul has played 6 games right now. He started 6. He's batting a 143 batting average right now, and he has 7 RBIs on the team for Niagara.
second pitch is going to be outside. Down low, 1-1 count. 1-1 pitch incoming. Delivers. That one curved towards the bottom end of the box, able to find it 1-2. So ahead in the count for Page. Again, Cooper Rowell, like you said, 7 RBIs. That's good for tied for first with Matthew Ganchow. So a man that can bring in his teammates. No swing there, and the right choice. Count goes 2-2 for Rowell. Page looking at another strikeout to his total on the day. Delivers, fouled out of the stadium almost, not exactly sure. A foul ball that had some heat on it. So if it wasn't, maybe a fan had to make a play on it there. Not exactly able to tell you from my point of view, but again, rinse and repeat, and we'll rinse and repeat once more. Another foul ball. 2-2, 2 straight foul balls though. Moritz on the Page on the delivery. Can't find the box. And now we move full. Following an inside take. Cooper Rowell. Long at bat here. Survived being down in the count 1-2. Now it's full. Page delivers. Fastball not going to get it. Too high. And now the count goes fresh for Anthony Savino. As Rowell with the walk stands on first. Again here at Sal Maglie Stadium, we have mascot mania. So plenty of mascots to go around. You'll see them be able to trot through the bottom sections of your screen every now and then, but plenty of mascots. Even Dewey up here in Niagara Falls, he made the drive. Didn't know dogs could drive or how he got a license, but nonetheless, fouled off from Savino. Count goes 0-2. Page trying to get back for a lost at bat for Rowell. Could do that here quickly. Too high. Vinsky able to stay in front of it, though, with his glove. Now 1-2.
This year led the SLIAC in strikeouts with 94. His calling card. This is upstairs.
Again, one towards the rooftops. 2-2. Pickoff attempt at first. Nothing there. Page. Will that one sit down? No, it won't. Again. Can't find what he wanted there. One that I believe would have been good enough if you have asked me. Again, a reminder, I'm not an umpire, I'm a broadcaster, and count now full 3-2. Situation where Page gets behind. Can he overcome this one? Popped over into foul territory. Rabinski or Quintero. Quintero slide. Able to make the play at first. So just back-to-back action there. Quintero slides in, collides with Rabinski, able to hang on to it. Rabinski almost like collided with the catching arm, his right arm from Quintero, able to hang on to it. And from that, left hand. And Quintero tries to make the play over at first to his second baseman who was on the bag, Evan Brock. Wasn't on the mark from, being on the ground. The throw there is definitely going to be tough, but able to secure it out from the fouled ball. Pickoff attempt at first, nothing there. Colin Price, position at right field. He'll see his first pitch, and that's going to go for a fastball strike. Colin Price, he's played in 4 games, only 3 at-bats. He's yet to record a hit on the season. He'd love to find that soon enough. Takes pitch number 2 for ball number 1, 1-1 pitch incoming. Page.
Page steps off the mound, gets your grip on the baseball, resets himself mentally. Steps back on the rubber. It'll be a 2-1 pitch to Colin Price. Worked as a two-way this season for the Americans. He's now fielder and on some pitching on the rubber. Here's the 2-1.
Chopped shot over to second. Evan Brock on the field. 1 hop and 1 throw to Quintero. Gets the play out at first. Lost voice there for a second. We're back just in time for that play. But again, we get the 3rd out here for Batavia. That's going to bring an end to the 2nd inning. 7-1 is your score, Batavia. It's all in their favor right now. They've got momentum. Towards the second half of the batting lineup for them, Jalen Roque will start things off for the top of the 3rd. We'll be back for that in just a moment. Back to the top. Nice try, Monty. Take you quickly through the schedule just for a second here. So we pull that up. Having a graphics, a little issue there on that half as well. But right now, we'll take a look at their future schedule. Tomorrow at Geneva at 6:30. This 12-game streak. We've lost 2 games so far to rain delay. That, of course, being yesterday. That one will be postponed against the Ironbacks for June 27th. June 27th will be the doubleheader for that rain makeup just a day ago. Then Wednesday versus Auburn at home. Thursday at Olean, doubleheader. That's the rain makeup from June 10th. Thursday, 5 p.m., 7-inning games because they're doubleheaders. Again, at Olean, doubleheader, 5 p.m. Friday, hosting Niagara Falls, the team we are currently playing here on the road, will be with us in Dwyer Stadium at Friday. And then on Saturday, we'll be back here. Again, Niagara Falls, 6:30. Then bringing it back home once more to round out the 12-game streak versus Olean. 4:05. A day off for the guys on Monday, and Tuesday at Auburn, 6:30. First hit right now for Manel, the leadoff hit, won't be able to get on base. Play it first in time, able to catch him. Man who also known for his speed, not able to get there. Ground out does not work. Right now, James Quintero up to bat for his second go. Flew out in his first. Was able to post up a sac fly. That one over to center left. And it's going to get down. And it's going to reach second on stand-up double from Quintero. And just like that, they find a way to jump back into their hitting plans. A double, hosting well for this Muckdog offense. They've been able to rein in multiple ways. Being the 5th hit of the day. 2 being doubles, 2 being singles, and a home run from Glenn Brooks. And every other way, runners have been able to get on walks or hit by pitches. So far, 4 hit by pitches from Moritz. Deals to Kyle Vaughn and able to catch the low and outside part of the box for strike 1, 0-1 count. Kyle Vaughn, one of the casualties from hit by pitch run that we saw a few batters ago, fouled off down right baseline. Right field baseline, excuse me. 0-2 incoming. Saw the strikeout with Rabinski. But other than that, almost a full go through the lineup without another strikeout. That one outside of the box. Able to stay in front of it. 1-2 pitch incoming. And right like that, they're much needed from this Americans team is a strikeout.
Yeah, Grayson, sometimes you need that first punch out to really get the momentum back in your favor as a pitcher. And right now, he's got a lot of ground in terms of the batters that need to get some runs to obviously bring this game back. So right now, he's got to get his momentum going on the pitching mound.
Rabinski, the only strikeout from Moritz. Sent back to the pitcher from Rabinski, able to make the play at first, and that brings an end with the 3rd out. Just a little clarification there, folks. Something that went unregistered was Jace Burden was on the mound for that inning, so he was able to record his first K with Kyle Vaughn. Able to make a play himself against Luke Rabinski with the ground out. But Moritz day came to an end after just 2 innings. And Jace Burden able to come in, keep the Muckdogs to their first scoreless inning. So far in the day, we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be back in just a few moments. Go back to the bottom of the 3rd. Right now, leading things off for the Niagara Falls Americans, number 19, Thomas Marcotte, position at first base. We apologize for the technical difficulties we're going through up here, just trying to make sure we can get through those during the break. Seems sometimes why we might be distracted is trying to come up with solutions. So far, none have worked. Right now, the pitch count goes to 1-1. Thomas Marcotte on the season, batting average 167, one hit, 7 on 6 at bats. 2 games played, 2 games started. This will be his 3rd appearance. Count moves 2-1. Page has his 4th pitch driven towards foul territory.
Grayson, to kind of give a guess a little bit here, I'm really looking for that curveball that he's been trying to get into the zone. He hasn't found it yet. You know, he's gotten the pitch where we believe is a strike, but it's a ball. But should go for it right here.
We'll see if that comes up. Fouled off down the right baseline. 2-2 count. Jack Page on the delivery. Swing and a miss. That brings up another strikeout for Page, and that'll be the first to get things started in the bottom of the 3rd. A little throw around from the infielder doesn't go as planned. That one leaks out to James Guerrero. He'll get the ball back to Page, but right now, Christopher Snuz. Excuse me. No, that's going to be who I initially had out. Tyler Croft. He's the catcher for today. Had that misinterpreted from the starting lineup. But again, in the starting lineup, Tyler Foxcroft, position at catcher, number 29 for the Niagara Falls Americans. Quickly finds himself behind the count here. 0-2. Page delivers, and that one fouled once again. So plenty of foul balls from both these teams in all aspects. Again, once more, another foul ball that finds itself down right field baseline. Right now, we're just losing baseballs. 0-2 count. Page looks to stamp this one home with an envelope. Won't be able to. Another return slip, and once more 0-2.
Now this is try to mix him up with the off speed a little bit and maybe try to go for a swing and miss here. He's thrown 3 straight fastballs that have been fouled off. Now it's time for the off speed.
And just like that, that's strike 3 with the curve. Able to get what he was looking for. Had him looking. Now we're back to the leadoff. Justin Gladfelter for the Americans. So far, the Muckdogs will be starting off their 3rd go-round of the carousel. Right now, the Americans just finding their way through the 2nd. So 2 tails for these teams. One obviously has the advantage with the scoreboard. Page's first pitch won't be able to find the bottom half. 1-0 pitch incoming. Justin Gladfelter was walked in his first go. Next pitch will be another ball that gets by Rubinski. So 2-0 count. Gladfelter, another strong hitter for this team. 21 plate appearances. Batting average of .333 even. Those 21 plate appearances, able to manage 7 hits. Fouled off. Count now goes 2-1. 8 runs scored as well. That's a triple and a double off those 7 hits. 2 RBIs. Page delivers another foul. So Very common theme we've seen from every hitter up here. Page, 2-2 count. Delivers. Sent over to third. Able to make the play. And a throw to Quintero in time from Inman. One hop, he's able to jump up in the sun, reach for the sky, he has it, and that brings up the third and final out for the third inning. Score remains 7-1, no change. We'll be back for the top of the fourth, just a second.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Welcome back to the top of the fourth. Just missed the batter, trying to catch up with any way to possibly improve the broadcast quality. Still trying to get some wits up here to be able to solve that solution, but none so far. What we missed, though, Jalen David on the fly out. So that will bring the first out for the top of the fourth. Nonetheless, though, Jackson Inman finds his way to the box for the third time. First pitch goes for a ball. He's had a double and a fly out so far today's game. Again, on the mound for the Americans, Jace Burden delivers ball number 2. Jackson Inman won't be caught swinging. Takes ball number 3. Not really a take, if he's just more of a stare down at it. It goes wide outside the box. But again, Inman Prominent hitter for this team.
Batavia last summer ran well, 36 games, a 294 batting average. Takes that one.
And the next one will be ball number 4. So 4 pitches, 4 balls, and Inman now stands on first. Now up Evan Brock. Fly out in his first go, hit by pitch. And now clean slate.
Evan Brock.
Brock, one of the reliable hitters, stated multiple times in and out of each broadcast. He'll take the deal from Burden. Won't be caught swinging, as that one does catch the outside part of the box for strike 1.
329 his senior season. 390 average.
Sent over to second, not able to pick it up off the one hop. The throw to first would have been an incredible play, but not able to be in time. So that's a single for Evan Brock. That one off the one hop had a lot of heat behind it. Drilled a hole in the second baseman's glove. That being Justin Gladfelter. Now 2 runners on, first and second. Batavia now is their home run hitter. Glenn Brooks up. Again, 2 home runs to his name. We'll see if by some miracle he can do it again. He proves he can replicate it. He had one earlier in the season in Olean.
And Grayson, going back from that steal, it's a really tough situation when you're going to go cover the bag and a ball comes just straight at you, because you have to adjust your whole body to the timing and the speed of the ball. But he almost also made that ridiculous play over to first base.
Delivers home inside, able to catch the inside part of the box. Count now 1-1. Brooks making circles out here with his bat. Decent lead from Inman on second. Again, Evan Brock at first. Watch it go by and correctly does so. 2-1. Won't be able to get it far down enough is Burden. 2-1 pitch incoming. Burden set. Deals home. That one sent over to third. Does it himself. The throw to first isn't in time. No, it will not be. So, brings up and out. Switches the runners who's on. And Brock now on second. Glenn Brooks at first. Jackson Inman will be taken off the bases. 2-out scenario. Joey Socorro. He's been walked twice. Stare down at second. Steal attempt here. Throw to second. Not able to get in time. Glenn Brooks, no surprise there. Once he's on the bases, you got to keep your head on a swivel. And he's able to get towards second. Chose to take the farther throw over the mound. Glenn Brooks able to get underneath. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Evan Brock at 3, Glenn Brooks at 2. Sent high in field. The play to first. Able to make the third out and prevent any runs from the Muckdogs. High hop off the chop shot. And that one brings an end to the 4th inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th in just a moment. But again, 7-1 score. All Muckdogs so far. excuse me, bottom of the fourth. But everything still Muckdogs' favor. We'll be back in just a second.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
Now out there on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs, Carter Fridge Ward. He's out there on the bump, replacing Jack Page, whose night comes to an end. No hits recorded against Jack Page, allowing one run over 3 innings.
Leading off for the Americans is a pinch hitter from Glenmont, New York, and Hertford County Community College. Number 7, Christian Mikulski.
Now up for the Americans, number 7, pinch hitter, Christian Mikulski. Christian Mikulski leads the team in batting average, 5.71. Only 7 plate appearances though, but able to do some damage, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 RBI as well. It's limited sample, but still a good sample for the Americans. First at bat, first pitch for Carter Fridge Ward. The one that makes contact with the bat but goes foul with the first baseline. 0-1 pitch incoming.
Consistent 3-hitter at Hertford Community College this past year, played his freshman season at SUNY Adirondack.
Deals pitch number 2. It's going to be inside 1-1. Third pitch outside towards the right left-handed batter's box, and now 2-1 count. Pitch to Mikulski. Now Ward gets behind his first batter, 3-1. And Fridge, his first bat be something that he wish he could have back. It's going to be a walk. Now back up.
Now batting is center fielder number 15, Matt Ganschow. Excuse me. Yes, Matt Ganschow.
Matt Ganschow.
ago, I had to sit out a game at Newark. Now back in the line. Actually, a couple of innings on the mound, and only had go. Scoreless inning.
First pitch from Ward. Ganschow is going to be strike number 1, so 0-1 count. Again, on the bases is pinch hitter Mikulski. He stands on first. Ward stares down at first, has that easy access being a left-handed pitcher. A little flinch back and forth between the two, decides to send this one to the plate. And that one somehow moves the count 1-1. All right, 1-1, pickoff attempt towards first. Gets behind Quintero, but no damage will be done. Mikulski, I don't think, was aware and didn't get far enough either from Quintero.
I was also really expecting a strike in that pitch right there. There's a lot of pitches today that you'd think would be strikes, but are being called balls.
1-1 count, and the next pitch, hind to the outside par, so 2-1.
Back to the Muckdogs bullpen. Right-hander hit. More action in the American bullpen as well. So Jackson Murner out there.
Ward keeping his head on a swivel, taking looks at both home plate and first. Again, elects to deal towards home, and that's going to be ball number 3, 3-1 count. Deals to home plate inside, won't be able to find the box, and that's back-to-back walks.
Grayson, we got some action in the bullpen. Mason Davey is in the bullpen right now. Now, I'll be honest, we saw a lot of games where he was taking at bats, especially in the Buffalo Diesel series. I kind of forgot that he was a pitcher that's on this team.
Now up number 10, a little talk from Rubinski and Ward. Number 10 coming in to pinch hit, Evan Shank. Utility player, standing at 5'10", 185 pounds, junior from Tompkins Cortland Community College, hometown of Cortland, New York. Boy, am I familiar with that area, but nonetheless. Right now, 2 men on, first and second, following 2 straight walks from Ward. Pinch hitting in position for Dominic Zangardi, designated hitter. In his place, number 10, Evan Shank. First pitch to Shank, too low. Plays limbo, 1-0. You can see Shank hugging the inside part of the batter's box. Check swing, went with it. That moves the count to 1-1. Stare down at both first and second. No action at either. Action at home plate as it's fouled off. 1-2.
Yeah, no be out. That's kind of a given in terms of what your job's supposed to do, because Americans have had real trouble tonight getting
Looking to deal. Second and first, stare down once more. Nothing there. Home plate. Sent over to Manel. Play it second. Able to give it to Brock. Over to Quintero. In time. It's just like that, where it seemed like the Americans could get something going. It falls apart with a double play. Manel on the pickup. 6-4-3.
That's how you fix your wrongs right there, too. Carter Ward walked the first two batters. So to get a ground ball for a double play for your infielders was an absolutely beautiful situation for Carter Ward.
It's always nice when you can rely your fellow teammates to help you get out of some sticky situations, and it works there. 2 outs now. Runner on third, though, for the Americans. They have 1 run. Would love to bring in another and just eke away at this lead that the Muckdogs have, again, 7-1. Ward deals pitch number 2, ball number 2, 2-0. Again in the box, though, is going to be Derek Jesmondi. Jesmondi on the swing and miss. Moves count 2-1. Ward has to check behind his back. Over at third. Sent over to second. Brock reverse with the backhand recovery. Throw to Quintero in time. Brings it in. No runs in. Just like that, a situation where it seemed like the Americans could pull back in. Ward, with the reliance on his teammates, able to deal some damage towards the offense of the Americans and hold them to a donut. Score 7-1. The Muckdogs still hanging on to the lead. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th in just a moment. We'll be back.
I've got 2 slices of pizza for the most excited couple in the audience today. Let's hear it. Who's hyped?
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, East Town Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, HB Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, O-Aka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union,
Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Back after our extended sponsorship break. Reached the bottom of the 5th. Starting things off, Jalen Roque was able to get a leadoff single after a hit sent over to center field, leaked out towards left, able to get down in shallow grass. Now he stands positioned at first. Miles Manel up in the box. Single and a ground out in his first 2 attempts. Again, a reminder on the mound, though, is Mitchell Canuel, number 2 for the Americans. Right-handed pitcher, standing at 5'8", 165 pounds. Hometown of Westport, Massachusetts. Attends Assumption University.
with that vault style lead, we've seen
Pickoff attempt towards Roque.
go with. Lead off,
Close,
pitcher delivers the pitch.
but nothing there.
Momentum, but smart play from
Still
Campbell.
leaves Roque out there on first, but enough to scare Roque. He's been caught before.
Daniel checks Roque.
Try not to add those to his numbers. Miles Manel.
It'll be a 2-1 to Monell. I'm curious where that
Pitch number 3.
1-1, check that. Looks like Monell was confused that. Oh, I thought 2-1, same thing. No, it'll be a 1-1. Pitch from Canewell, fastball chopped in the
Sent over to short, able to roll by him. And that's going to be a single for Manel.
first and second now. Nobody out. Muckdogs set up here in the top half of the fifth.
Just like that, easy base hit from Manel. Now puts 2 on first and second. Roque advances to second now in scoring position.
To left. First and second.
Now batting number 16, James Quintero.
Who's got to love that as a hitter, a ball that you just slap over. Doesn't even have to have that much pace, but if he rolls by in the gap, it's almost like finding the pocket and bowling.
And Grayson also helps when you have that runner in scoring position that is, or not scoring position, first base, that has to worry about the stolen base over at second. So they have to cheat a little bit. So hitting it right by where the shortstop should be is a really good situation.
Fouled off again, up to bat. James Quintero has a double on the day, his second go around at the carousel. Second pitch will be outside. Count moves 1-1.
Always been in counts even 1-1. Here in the top half of the fifth. Here's the pitch.
Deals another pitch that finds the outside mark. A little more wider of a margin than Canuel would prefer, but again, 2-1.
Quintero places ball on a pitcher all the way Claremont, California. Wants to get away from Batavia. That was chopped down the first
Chopped
baseline.
over to first, and simple play.
The only out he'll get is at first. So 1 out in the inning.
By Markov. That little oop sound effect was for over at second. Manel did a little stand-up positioning over towards second and kind of went by it and seemed to trip over himself. We're glad that he didn't roll an ankle there from the angle it looked back here. But little stumble, he seems fine, and runners advance 2 in scoring position at second and third. Kyle Vaughn sends that one over to right field. It's going to trace into foul territory and will just land finding turf. So no harm, no done, except for a strike, a 1 count.
Trying to force to get an extra out and just throw it away and give up some runs, especially with second and third. You don't want to throw it away and have 2 runs score. You can just get the out game. Yeah, so the Americans have the corners in Marcotte and Rowell. Now Rowell takes a couple steps back. The middle is back, so they'll trade now for a run. Count is 0-1.
Again, that's the thing right now for the Americans, their defensive positioning. They're playing back more further back, willing to sacrifice a run to come in. Oh, 2.
Mascots here at Mascot Mania night. Working their way around the
1 out now. Deals to the home. Gets by. And that's going to be an easy jog in for the Muckdogs. That's going to extend the lead 8-1. Jalen Roque on the score. Wild pitch that gets by Foxcroft. Not something that they've needed. So goes for the second one today. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike number 3.
Now batting the catcher, number 4, Luke Robinski.
Luke Rabinski hasn't been able to find the base path just yet. 2-out scenario, has one of his fellow teammates over at third. It's Miles Manel. First pitch he watches go by is going to go down on the outside mark, 1-0. Rubinski. Foxcroft able to block this one down. 2-0 count. Ball that's too low to the turf. Always got to remind that. It's interesting. Never been able to play on turf. Baseball fields, at least. 3-0 is your count. And quickly like that, 4-0. Simple math would place Rubinski at first. Runners on the corners. We reached the fourth go-around of this carousel. Jalen David. Walk, hit by pitch, and a fly out. We'll see if he's able to get on base with the use of his bat so far this game. He's been assisted twice by the pitcher. And the pitcher, new one he's seen, Canuel, delivers a strike on 1 count. David sends this right back to Canuel. Heat on it, picks it up to play at first, gets by the first baseman. And now David going towards second. Rubinski going towards home and able to just jog in. So just like that, 2 runs. Brought in. The score now 10-1. David, a heater, right back at Canuel, isn't able to pick it up. I mean, who would? A heater like that, able to block it down with his body, try to get back from the ball, just scared off the heater that, you know, any kind of thing, he gets taken aback, stumbles a little. The throw to first, Jalen David almost in the collision with the throw, gets by over in active field of play in foul territory. And Jalen David able to go to second. Rubinski able to turn on the Jets. Goes 3 and goes home. Brings in 2. Rubinski and Miles Manel get brought in.
And it's a nice little wake-up call for the pitcher. You're not really expecting that in the situation. But he took one for the team. He just wasn't able to make the play. And we got a stolen base here. And he is safe.
At another stolen bag for Jalen David. Those numbers keep piling in bunches. Deal from Canuel. Outside, count moves 3-1. Swing and a miss. Right now. Jackson Inman. Full count, delivers, fouled off, so rinse and repeat. We'll do it again. 2-out scenario, just trying to bring in one more. It's Jalen David. Able to score a single. Able to advance off the error towards second. Sent over the gap. Finds it between third and short, and that's another run in. Jalen David jogs over. Jackson Inman now single for him.
Yep, full count. You're just not trying to go for power in that situation. You're just trying to get a bat in play. And right there, just a little slap hit that still had enough juice to get by the shortstop. And now it's an 11-1 game.
He found the pocket between shortstop and third. Whenever you find that, it's almost like a strike and able to have the ball leak out to left field. Swing and a go here from Evan Brock over to left. And able to get underneath it is left fielder Matthew Ganschow. And brings an end to an agonizing top of the 5th. The Muckdogs add 4 more. The score 11-1. Damage being done in bunches. 4-3-0-0-4 from the Muckdogs. The Americans haven't quite found an answer. 1-0-0-0 in that order. From them on the hitting perspective, they're going to look for anything to get going into the bottom of 5th. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, an official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
To the bottom of the 5th. Right now out there on the mound is still Carter Ward. The assistance of his teammates able to get him out of what was looking to turn ugly on the Americans' half for the bottom of the 4th, but instead defense collectively working in the infield, able to keep the score 0. Swing and a miss up in the box right now for the Americans. It's going to be number 6, Raul.
Yeah, the score stays the same way. 5 more outs.
As you can see right now, showing the scoreboard on the bottom half, 10 hits for Batavia, no errors. Right now, on the other side, Niagara is still in search of their first hit, 1 error on the day.
There's the 1-2. 2 for Raul.
1-2 pitch incoming for Raul.
Swing.
Check swing.
Yes, he did.
And he
Raul
went,
not
and that's going to
out.
bring quick end to his at-bat, and that's going to be a strikeout. Added to Ward's numbers. Check swing.
Now batting to Niagara Falls, number 22, Anthony.
So count like as a half strikeout or something, you know. It's always kind of like those what is or something you always want to have back. Whenever you're swinging at something, it's always I just really go down swing like 50% of the way.
Right, because you kind of want to go for the swing there, but you're kind of second guessing yourself in that situation. You can't really tell if that's a ball or a strike, especially on those off-speed kind of pitches, because you try to think that you can swing it perfectly, but then it just drops on you.
It's always painful to walk away from Anthony Savino in the box.
Get out of it.
Trying not to walk back towards his dugout. 1-1 count. 1 out. Throwing the kick. Ward.
Popped up
Oh, that's popped up right towards him. Who's got it?
Evan Brock calling it, and he holds
At
it.
second base, Evan Brock will get underneath it. Fly. And that's the second out here.
Stepping in for the Americans, right fielder number 11, Colin Price.
Colin Price, number 1 right fielder. He's back up to spring.
Carter Ward looking good on the mound so far for the Muckdogs from the left side.
Ward delivers another hit that sent foul towards right field. Will it stay in play? And just like that, it will be. There's your confirmation from Jalen David on the snag, able to get underneath it in active play or live territory in the foul zone. There's plenty of that both ways. Doesn't really show, but you can get a gist from here from the camera angle. Plenty of distance between out of play and it falls in the safety net for Jalen David. He's able to make the third out just like that quickly. 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the top of the 6th. In just a moment, we'll be back. That's not how you spell it. That's how you pronounce it. Don't you have the sheet?
Yeah, I can find it. Give me just a second.
Or actually, it is how you pronounce it, too. My bad. I thought that was just how you pronounced it. It's actually how you spell it, too.
It's okay, man. It's one of those days. Fesco's coming in, by the way. On deck.
Oh, yeah. Forgot I have to do this. Welcome to the top of the 6th. We have a pinch hitter coming in for the Muckdogs. Number 52, Brian Johnson. He's coming in for Glenn Brooks. Glenn Brooks, home run hitter, but seems like you'll be able to get an at bat on vacation. The dugout right now, your score 11-1, and that may prove why. Able to bring a 3-run homer in his second go. The lineup in a time called from Johnson.
Something to watch out for. Glenn Brooks, a home run in this game, getting pitch hit for maybe Coach Martinez giving him the rest of the night off.
And the first pitch to Brian Johnson, his first one that he'll see, is going to be too high, 1-0. But again, with the score being 11-1, fouled off, 1-1. But again, when the score like this, we're probably going to see some players that definitely positioned out, maybe both on defense and on offense. Will line up as we've seen Glenn Brooks, one of the notable hitters, another foul ball, so 1-2. But if you're taking out your home run hitter, maybe that's a sign that it's, hey, let's let the other guys play.
Right, you still have a lot of games left to go, and also you mix in that there's also some double headers in that long schedule that we have right now, and that was a strike 3 on Brian Johnson, so now we got 1 out. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that you got a lot of games coming up, so these days off, or kind of days off, and like situations where you can finally take your guy out will be needed in this long streak of games coming up.
Excuse me. Fresh count, 1 out again. The strikeout from Brian Johnson. Now up, Jacob Vesco. Home run to his name. First home run for the team on the season. Remember it vividly. He was able to almost do the equivalent. It would, walk off, but not a walk off. The walk off home run that he had against the Pioneers ended it in 7 innings.
Mercy rule.
Yep. Yeah, like you can say what you want, but my books, it's a walk off. One shot sent over to third, drops it on the first go, and that's gonna be a single for Vesco. wasn't even to hang on to it, was first base Marcotte. Nonetheless, he had him. Now up number 7. Braden Redmond. So 3 straight new players making their appearance tonight at the plate. Braden Redmond, he's batting .500. Again, with that number, he's only played 1 game, 2 at-bats, 1 hit. So take that number with a grain of salt. But right now, Redmond looks to continue on it. If he can just get a hit streak going, then maybe it would be a little more prevalent. But we'll take pitch number 2 for outside, 1-1 count.
Grayson, you could also probably say 2 games, but of course we always got to mention that the Buffalo Diesel games do not count. So this is technically his second game with the Batavia Muckdogs.
Steal attempt here, and it's going to be good. Throw, not in time, and stolen bag for Vesco. His second of the season. A pitch that finds its way down towards turf, 3-1. We'll see if Redmond will use his bat here with the 3-1 count. He will, and it's one that goes foul. So now we reach full count, 3-2. Exchange of the baseballs between the umpire. Full count. Payoff. Chopped over to third. Able to get it. Throw to first. Too high. And over to foul territory. And advancement for Vesco. Redmond reaches first base. But now runners on the corners.
Yeah, Grayson, that might be one of those plays that might lead to the sun right now. As you can probably see in the broadcast a little bit, the third base side's got some nice shade to it, while the first base side's got a little bit of sun in near the area.
With the way the sun's setting right now from our, you can see it on the screen. Ripped over to left field. And a hit that would have been loved to have been able to come back into play, but it does not. Miles Manel almost added another home run on the day for this team. Glenn Brooks had one earlier. That one goes foul. Got a hold of every last stitch of that baseball. Now moves to 0-2 count instead. Sent over to left center. Will be able to be found in the sun. It's going to find grass. It's going to be 1 runner in. That's going to be 2. And this could be a triple. And it will be a triple for Manel. Brings in 2 more of his teammates. Vesco and Redmond in that duo. Had the home run hit that went foul, went down 0-2, decided that a triple was good enough for himself as he takes 3 bags and 2 RBIs along with him. Now to bat, James Quintero. So Manel was the one who resumed the normal batting order after 3 straight pinch hitters. Again, that being Brian Johnson, Jacob Vesco, and Braden Redmond in that order. So the first pitch goes for ball 1, fouled off. Count moves 1-1. James Quintero is a double to his name. Ground out and fly out as well. 1-1 count. And the 1-1 pitch moves it 2-1. Too low. Another pitch that finds same pitch path and now moves the count to 3-1. Quintero now has his teammate on at third. Again, that's Miles Manel after the triple. Sends it right over his second base bag over to center field, and that's going to be a single for Quintero and another run batted in. And the lead continues, 14-1. Your Batavia Muckdogs are in the driver's seat and have been for quite some time. They're now just driving from the back row at this point.
Now they're making a few stops along the way for this mercy rule. Trying to get the stats up for the boys.
Well, first pitch for Kyle Vaughn. A 1. Quintero on first. After a nice shot, sent over the second base bag, trickled out to center field. Got the single. Pitched almost heading for Vaughn's head, able to duck underneath it. 2-1. Pitched wrong batter's box, 3-1. 3-1. Thank you. 3-1. Pitch incoming. Sent over to third, and it's going to stay fair, and it's going to leak all the way down to left field. And that's going to be a double sliding in. He's going to be safe. Kyle Vaughn able to reach the bases using his reach the bases using his bat for the first time today. 2 runners in scoring position now, second and third, and that being Kyle Vaughn standing at second and James Quintero over on third. Luke Rubinski will round out the 4th go-around for the Muckdogs starting lineup. Sends it over to second, picked up by the second baseman, throw to first in time, but will bring in an RBI. Well, not bring in, but be an RBI. You know what I meant there.
Yeah, we're getting some RBIs here. It's a hit party today in Batavia.
They're getting plenty. 15-1 is your score right now. It's 4 more since the top of the 6th began for the Muckdogs. 2 outs now. The Americans trying to just bring an end to another agonizing inning. First pitch, strike 1. We've reached again the top of the batting order. Jalen David rips that one over to center. Looks to be caught, and it will be by center fielder Jesmondi. Able to get underneath it in the 3rd out. Finally brings an end to just stated ago, agonizing top of the 6th. 15-1 your score, and the numbers speak for themselves. Nothing to be said. We'll be back in just a moment. Come to the bottom of the 6th. Still a game that seems to just get out of hand every time we're back on the air for the Americans. They're still trying to fight their way into a game, but it doesn't seem like that's possible anymore. If you look at the scoreboard here on the bottom part of your screen, 15-1, 14 hits, and a no-hitter going for the Muckdogs pitching crew today. They also played clean baseball, no errors yet. We'll hope that's not a broadcaster's curse. I'll knock on some wood. You will too, Jarrett, and that's smart for us. Mason Davey out there on the mound. Mason Davey, so far on the season, a perfect, squeaky clean 0.00 ERA. Davey has a win registered to him in his 2 appearances and 1 start. Pitched just over 6 innings, only 2 hits recorded against, and 6 strikeouts on the season. He's tied with 2 of his other teammates, Garrett Beaver and Eric Woodley, for that squeaky clean 0 ERA. And I don't think he has any plans of letting that change going into this game. His first pitch, though, will be going for ball number 1, 1-0 pitch incoming. Second pitch, not exactly what he wants, is, again, ball outside, 2-0. A hit over to short, picked up from Manel in the throw to first. Quintero doing some yoga, able to stretch out and get the first out that way.
Stepping in for the Americans, the catcher number 29, Tyler Foxcroft.
Here's Tyler Foxcroft. Foxcroft struck out looking back.
Tyler Foxcroft, catcher for the Americans. Second at bat of the bottom of the 6th. First swing is going to go foul. Who's got it? If it's in play, no, it's in the stands. I'd say it took about seven bounces off the stands. That's my guess. 0-1 count. Davey deals too high. Ball 1 following that 1-1 count.
Still looking for that first hit. 14 on the board for the Muckdogs. Big 0 for the Americans. There's the 1-1.
Davey, that one sent over to left center, and that one looks to get down, and it does. That'll be the first recorded hit for the Americans, and maybe knocking on wood wasn't enough.
No, that's
I feel bad.
That's a commentary jinx at its finest.
Yeah, the one time we mentioned, I had it in my mind all game, and that was the idea that I wouldn't mention it and it wouldn't happen. And the second I opened my big mouth, what happens? That does. I hit for Foxcroft, one between left center. That's the first recorded hit now. Standing on first, 1 runner on, Davey. Rubinski able to block it down, the throw to second, not in time, and that's a stolen bag for Foxcroft. The wild pitch. Excuse me, not wild pitch, but the pitch that was able to get by.
Now 1-0 is the count. Gladfelter up with a wild pitch, got away from Rubinski. Foxcroft off second.
And Davey
Gladfelter hit in the back.
hits Gladfelter in the numbers and on the spine. That's not a spot you ever want to get hit as a hitter.
Yeah, that's going to sting a little bit. Trying to walk it off a little bit here.
Or did that one get him in the arm? I'm not exactly sure if it was able to reach his back or if his arm swung back in the way.
I don't know. I thought it was a back.
Well, no matter what, still doesn't feel good nonetheless. And
Cordero wants to come out. Looks like Miguel Salcido going to come on to run
Gladfelter has to touch first, but he'll be substituted for number 24. Niagara Falls Americans, it's going to be Miguel Salcido. Seems to be in pain. And that brings Gladfelter back to the dugout. Again, seems to be a coach's decision for that substitution. Salcido now positioned at first. Again, Foxcroft over at second. Davey has a 1-0 situation. There's second, no one's there. Inside pitch, gonna go 1-0. Mikulski. Again, came in earlier for David Harris. Pitch number 2 from Davey. Gonna send over to Manel. It's a late bounce to throw to first in time to Quintero, so that's going to bring out number 2. Runners advance now, 2 in scoring position for the Americans, second and third. Now up for the Americans. Number 15, Matt Ganschow. He has the best moment right now for the Americans to get a run. I haven't been too familiar with all game, only one so far in the bottom of the first, but trying to get back on the scoreboard instead of just that one by itself. And he'll chop one that goes foul down the third baseline. We look at the history schedule for the Americans. They sit at a record of 3-6. Last loss going back to Olean, where they visited 2 days ago, lost 10-2. Davey will be able to register another strike. Count now. 0-2. Davey looking to bring it in. If he could get a strikeout here, could avoid a run against him. Deals sent over to right, and it's going to get down. 1 run, 2 will come in. That's going to be now advancing to third from Ganschow. And that's going to be a triple for Ganschow. Just like that. The score, 15-3. We have a ball game. Just like that, it's closer, 15-3. But Ganschow able to get a stand-up triple, bringing 2 of his brothers. And Davey still looking for out number 3, deals a strike, 0-1. Right now, this would tie for the worst loss so far for the Niagara Falls Americans. Excuse me. They lost to the Niagara Ironbacks just June 11th. Strike 2, 15-3 as well. So able to avoid a singular new record for that, but it would tie that. 0-2. Could it be 0-3? No, it's too high, almost near the head. Gismondi, or excuse me, Zangardi. Able to dodge it, 1-2. David deals, swing, and a miss, and that's strike 3 and brings an end to the bottom of the 6th. So we're heading to the top of the 7th. Your score, 15-3. Batavia still hanging on to their sizable lead. A little bit of damage done against, but not much. 15-3, your score. We'll be back in just a second. welcome back to the top of the 7th. What you just saw before you was a ground out and a put out from the Americans defense. It's Jackson in there.
Now batting second baseman number 11,
Now what? Evan Barak.
Nice play by Miguel Salcedo. Excuse me.
It's an opposing error.
Here's a pinch hitter.
Evan Brock goes into a one-out situation.
Evan Brock up to plate now. He is right now looking for the first hit of his game right now. He's got a fly out, hit by pitch, and another fly, or he's 1 for 3, 1 for 4. The fly out, hit by pitch, single, and another fly out.
Pitch that. Never saw it coming because it goes behind him. 1-0. Brock kind of looked like me in the batting cages there. Ball goes by me and I haven't swung yet. What a fun count. Too low, good eye.
Two grand slams in 1
Way to cheer the guy on saying good eye. Gotta let him know.
3-1 count. Another ball down towards dirt or turf, whatever you want to call it. I won't judge. And another one down towards turf. So Brock reaches first off the walk. Brian Johnson back in again. Placed Glenn Brooks just an inning ago. And Brooks home run hitter. Went perfect on the day, 3-3. Single, home run, single. Home run being a 3-run ball. Sends that one over to center right, one towards center, and caught by the center. The Americans. Derek Gismondi. Good shot from this angle. Petered out. Didn't have quite enough of the distance that he wanted. That's the second out here. Now up. Jacob Vesco.
Stepping in, number 99, Jacob Vesco.
Vesco approaches a 2-out situation. And the first pitch he sees.
Strike number 1. Vesco wearing number 99.
Goes for a strike. Catches the outside front of the box. One count. Sends that one deep to left field. And just caught in front of the warning track for the 3rd out. So that will bring an end to the top of the 7th. Had some hope to do some deja vu over the left field wall for Vesco. Doesn't get it. And that brings an end. Score still 15-3. We'll stay on air for this one. Jarrett got a couple of questions. By a couple of questions, I just mean one. What do you think of this game so far? It seems pretty lopsided.
Well, it's just giving players the opportunity to add some stats to their to this game and the season right now, as they still got a few more games left to go in this big stretch. So getting the guys' confidence up is a good sign, especially now. All they got to do is just close this game, get the mercy rule going. So go Muckdogs.
You're correct with that. We are 1/2 of an inning ending from a mercy rule, 15-3. If you're up 10 by the 7th, it's over. So that could be happening here. We have a few messages from Go Health New York. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department at 585-344-2580, extension 5555. About a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. Message from Mental Health Association, Wellness on the Go, WNGO, offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448. Bottom of the 7th here. The Batavia Muckdog defense takes the field. Leading things off for the Americans, Derek Gismondi. Gismondi, one of 3 outs that could potentially end the game early. We'll see here, though. The first pitch he sees goes by for ball number 1, the outside part.
Like how you didn't knock on wood there, you know. We don't want to give the jinx again, you know.
Knocked once, didn't work, so knocked twice, shame on me. Is that close enough for the saying? I'm going to go with it.
We're going to take it.
Another pitch outside.
One of the few returners for the Americans played last season. Here in Niagara Falls, here's the 2-0 from Davis.
Deal inside.
Trio. And at the other teams today, we talked about up over 4
And that's Eric Woodley out there on the mound, number 6. He's coming in for Eric Davey to put this game away. Eric Woodley moves the count to 3-1. Sent over to left field, and that's going foul, so we reach full count. Payoff pitch loading. Eric Woodley trying to close things out here. Makes his first appearance for the day. It's late enough. Again, he has the perfect squeaky clean 0 ERA. He's appeared 5 times plenty as the closer. Is that one? Can't reach it. The count will make it.
Now batting for the Americans, number 6, Cooper Rao.
Grayson Woodley now looking for the first pitch of this at-bat.
Pitch to Cooper Rao. First one, swing miss, so it's going to be strike number 1, 0-1 count again. Gismondi on first. Rao sends that one deep right field, and it's going foul. So, 0-2. No change here. Woodley again will go back over his stats. 5 appearances, has a registered loss against him. Pitched over 7 innings. 1 save is well credited to him. 3 hits against him. 2 runs, no earned runs. 0-2 count. Woodley again trying to bring an abrupt end to this game, and a pitch that definitely paints the inside, if you ask me. But ball 1, 1-2.
Gotta keep it professional over here, Grayson. We're not.
I know we're broadcasters, not umpires. But Woodley trying to maybe duplicate that if he could. Maybe get the call the other way. That would be much to his liking. Swing and a miss. That's one way to do it, and that brings up a strikeout to Woodley's credit. Woodley has 7, now move that to 8 on the season. With that 8th strikeout, he's now tied with Gavin Chandler on the season for 3rd at 8 strikeouts. Only 2 people leading is going to be Jack Page, 12. We saw him appear earlier. His number's definitely more inflated. And following an impressive performance just 2 days ago, Jake Sliz, 19 strikeouts where he had 11 strikeouts that day.
Also earned him pitcher of the week this week.
He did.
For that performance.
He did earn that. Yes, he did. And there's no doubt about for a reason why. Hit that's sent over to shallow right field just behind first base and able to get the snag is Cooper Russell over on second. Came in for Evan Brock.
Now batting right fielder number 11, Colin Price.
Colin Price now. 2 outs. The fly out will move it to 2 outs. Clean count for Colin Price. He's looking to keep this game alive for his team and maybe pull off a miraculous comeback, bearing anything. And sends that over to Manel. Manel able to snag it. Throw to first. Was it in time? No. Quintero able to keep the scoop in front of him. The pitch was, the throw wasn't going to be on the mark. Able to stay in front of it, but not in time. So a single credited to Price. Thomas Marcotte. First base, he comes back up to the plate. See if Marcotte's able to do anything. Woodley, swing and a miss. Strike number 1, 0-1. Again, 2 runners on, first and second. 2 outs and 1 out away from, again, an abrupt ending to what was promised to 9 innings to these fans. Woodley stare down. Time called off. Woodley was ready to deal there. Marcotte calls the time. Took a quick look over at second. Deals home and gets it to paint the inside corner. 0-2. You know, that pitch looks eerily similar to one that we saw call the ball, but in the end it came out on the wash. Still got the fly out.
We're going to get this last strike here. Don't worry.
We'll see here. 0-2 count incoming. Deals and fouled off. Is it in play for Rabinski? No. Got sound confirmation from the stands that no, that ball was not in play.
We go again. We go again.
Rinse and repeat. On the wash cycle. Did my laundry today. 0-2 Woodley. Looks to put a period on this. Swing, strike 3, and there you go. You can put these numbers in bold. 15-3, your final score in 7. Batavia Muckdogs take home another win on the road. The train keeps chugging along the tracks. Make that 5 games straight for your Batavia Muckdogs. They move to a record of 7-2. Jarrett, we saw a lot of action from the Muckdogs and a lot of action on defense that kept the Americans to only 3 runs off 3 hits. What have you got to tell me for this game?
Right now we're watching batters that are absolutely just getting hot right now. We're seeing Jalen David starting to make plays. We are seeing Glenn Brooks starting to get the bats going. We are seeing everybody that's starting to get hot in the right time as they got some ground to catch up. They are right now 3rd, and obviously they need some help from other teams to maybe beat the Jamestown Tarps Gun or Auburn. But right now they're doing their job right now. They just need help from other people to try to get up to first place. But right now they're on a streak. And now they got another game Sunday in Geneva, I believe.
We'll get to that in just a second. Trying to finalize what we have here on the board. If our graphics would load properly, and luckily they do eventually. 15-3 is your final score in 7 innings. Take a look there in bunches for the Muckdogs. They got a lot of 4s. 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 more in both the 5th and 6th. Equals 15 off 14 hits, no errors. Played clean baseball and defense. On the other side for Niagara Falls Americans, 1-2. 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They move to 3-7. Batavia 7-2 for your final box score. For the schedule for the Muckdogs upcoming tomorrow, they play at Geneva 6:30, followed by hosting Auburn 6:30 on Wednesday. Thursday at Olean doubleheader 5 p.m. is the start time. That's the rain makeup from June 10th. Again, 7 innings for doubleheader games. Again, 7 innings for doubleheader games. Friday, 6:30, hosting Niagara Falls. Then back at the road here, Maglie Stadium. 6:30 on Saturday, 4:05 versus Olean at home on Sunday. A day off for the guys. Back at it for 13 games straight. Starting June 23rd on Tuesday at Auburn, 6:30. That rounds out your upcoming schedule for the Batavia Muckdogs. Other than that, again, your final score, 15-3. It was an interesting one in 7. I've been Grayson Natale. Alongside me, Jarrett Campbell, excuse me, Jarrett. I almost mispronouncing your name. But, again, that's it from Maglie Stadium. Everyone, have a good night.